Life. The moments that bring a smile to our face. The moments that make us cry. The moments where we find love and heartbreak all within one. The spontaneous mystery of why. Why am I here? What defines me? How do I live? A literary definition of the condition that distinguishes animals and plants from inorganic matter, including the capacity for growth, reproduction, functional activity, and continual change preceding death. The mystifying part of life, of what is next, where do I go, and what makes souls remain. Some things will always remain unknown.
We seek answers.
We have worked for our credibility, our reputation, working with some of the most renowned equipment in the field. This is our mission, our Ghost Quest. This all began in the fall of 2021. We all had a passion for filming and editing and wanted to prove the existence of the paranormal. Our investigation careers began in the old schoolhouse. We caught an EVP from a previous teacher telling us her name was Annie. With no other cameras running, we saw the apparition of a woman staring out at us through a window that seemed to be another dimension. Another dimension wrapped up in our own dimension. Few things can truly be processed by the human mind. And we're here to capture the unknown on camera.
Welcome to Trundle Manor. Come on in.
Today we have been given exclusive access to film here at Trundle Manor, opening for guided tours in 2009. They've had some paranormal events here, and we're here to check them out. So I am here with Velda and Mr. Arm. They are the owners of Trundle Manor.
Trundle Manor was purchased by me about 15 years ago, and it was sold as a rehabilitation house. I wasn't sure why, and I didn't really care because I was young enough and I just wanted a house. And I loved the way that it sat, and it turned out that this place was originally owned right before us by a guy named Charlie. And Charlie was a hoarder, a compulsive hoarder, a member of Mensa, a shut-in, and he had subsequently taken his own life in this house. And it was filled with junk, but I didn't know any of this. When I bought it, it was completely redone, all new walls, new everything. And it was them getting this place from someone like that, which is why I was able to acquire it for how I did. But it became a bit strange because I used to see things before I knew about Charlie, and it all sort of started making sense at some point. But it started out as just my little collection, and as the collection grew, I stopped seeing Charlie.
That his presence is around, and we like to feel because we also collect things maybe in a less chaotic sense than he did, and because he was sort of a lonely person with not a lot of positivity in his life. But everybody that comes to Trundle Manor is either a tour that wants to be here, or a party of people that we know, or us being in love, or like positive energy. So we like to think that if he's around, he's kind of living vicariously through us. So just in general, we'll, acknowledge him once in a while and say, hey, Charlie, if you're around, like, hello. Just don't make us feel uncomfortable because we all share the space. And so I think that we respect each other. We share the space for as much as that isn't, quality ghost television. That's just sort of how we feel about it day to day.
So Trundle Manor obviously holds a lot of relics and antiques that have a lot of history from other people. So, Mr. Arm, what do you think about some of these objects having an attachment and having spirits in the house after all of the relics and everything that are in here?
As we acquired more things, Trundle Manor got more spirits. The stuff that we acquire, like our cleaver collection and different stuff that we own, seems to have one ghost tied to all of it. And because like the cleavers, there's many histories inside of that. And only one person owned them, so there's a lot of energy in the things we collect. And whether that's wherever ghosts come from, there is a lot of energy in what we collect. And I feel like Charlie himself has been helping a lot of that energy disperse when it comes into the house.
So Velda here has some experience with people who claim to have some psychic ability to the other side. So they've had many experiences where these psychics think that there are spirits here, and Velda's going to explain exactly how that went down.
So I give most of the tours, and a lot of people, Mr. Arm and I love paranormal everything, but we are not very connected psychically with the other side or with any of that. We don't really feel, that stuff personally, but we've met a lot of people who claim that they have. And what I hear most from these people is that we just feel cozy and we feel at home. And people ask us all the time if we have entities connected to things, because we have so much vintage stuff. We have a lot of for example, people's teeth that have been in people's mouths. We have cleavers, and this thing above me was a perm machine from the 1920s that probably definitely burned people's hair off. Like things that are intimately connected with people. And you would assume there is some kind of spiritual stuff attached. We haven't felt it personally. But the people that have come in, I don't know, they don't feel like there's anything negative. People have tried to come in and say, can we give you a cursed object? We're like, no, we live here. We don't want your bad energy. We're here every single day. Like, that might be neat to look at in a museum that we didn't live in.
But we did acquire a cursed object. Supposedly, it was a cleaver that had chopped off a child molester's finger, so we had been told.
So we had been told by somebody who really wanted attention.
And we left it in this room where we spend most of our time. And either we dispelled that complete energy because of our joyousness, or it was a load of bollocks.
Yeah.
But
either way, nothing bad happened to us. So
yeah, it's all a mental game, and it's what people believe in. So a lot of the people with psychic feelings that come through here are people that have their own issues, so they can find them in the things that we have, which is also fun because we put energy onto the stuff that we have too.
That's the main thing people who feel psychic have told me, that we have a lot of energy here. And I think that's true, because in the past 15 years or so that we've had the house, we've had so many parties, so many different types of people performing in here. We've had weddings held here. We live here every single day. There has been a lot of energy expelled.
Kicked out the death with the life that we brought in.
Yeah, we also feel very upbeat about death, and we're not doing what we do to be edgy or to piss off our parents or anything like that. We have a genuine curiosity for the unknown, so I'd like to think we're putting a positive spin on it. I don't know.
So Charlie here at Trundle Manor has based from what Mr. Arm had to say, he made a lot more noise before they had all these objects. And Charlie was a hoarder himself. So maybe as more objects came in, he finally found peace from that chaos that he was surrounded by. And with the organization and display, he found peace here and can reside here cheerfully. Mr. Arm had a really cool theory about that. So we're going to go to him, and he's going to talk about that.
I always had the theory that there's the difference between collecting and hoarding is the ability to display. And I think that we make order out of Charlie's chaos. As the collection grew, it seemed like Charlie receded back into the walls, or at least into the ether of the collection itself. I feel like maybe, in our own general theory, is that that he really just enjoys what we're doing. Because as a shut-in and someone who doesn't really talk to that many, I heard he was very nice though, but as someone who didn't talk to a lot of people, he's finally getting that social aspect of his life too. So everything that Charlie wasn't or couldn't figure out completely, even though he was a brilliant man, we've found a way to bring that to him afterwards. And I think that that's sort of why he may or may not help us to dispel all the negative spirits and the evil things that can be attached to this house. Because God knows, this world can be very evil. I do my part.
I feel like there's something to that with the amount of tours that we have of people wanting to see our house. And it's strange how sometimes they don't work out. Somebody booked a tour and they can't show up, and somebody else comes in right in their place, but it was that person's birthday, and it feels like they were meant to be here. So we kind of feel like maybe if Charlie is giving tours to spirits or dead people on the other side, that maybe he's also helping regulate the living people that come here. We think everything happens for a reason, and it really does seem that way. We've had, for all the years we've been doing this, nobody has ever been negative or aggressive or very strange about what we're doing. And like I said, we're very cheerful about our weirdness, but no one's ever been terrible. Everybody that comes here feels like they are meant to see what we're doing. So, I don't know, it's nice to think he has a hand in helping pick who's coming to our front door.
Now, when he was in the very beginning, we'd sort of feel the issues, and after a while we started trying to talk to Charlie and have those aberrant conversations that sort of go nowhere, but just to reassure him that we're not here to kick him out, because this was his house first.
Yeah, we live harmoniously.
Hmm?
And every time we go on vacation, I always make sure he knows that please look after the house. Please make sure a hurricane doesn't knock down our walls with this insane weather.
Yeah.
And we'll be back, and it's our house too.
Please don't turn the gas on again, Charlie.
Oh gosh. Keep it safe till we get back.
Yeah.
So, going off the negative spirits that could be here from all the objects that obviously have attachments and everything here, do you believe Charlie could be helping you guys out? That you helped him out, and you believe, finding order, correct? So, do you believe that he could be protecting you from anything that might be evil attached to any of these objects?
I'd like to think that he's maybe the glue that's holding a lot of these objects together. In fact, every time that we travel outside of the manor, horrible things tend to happen to us. Our luck is tied to this household, and I feel like it's maybe, whether he has a big hand in it or not, if anything, he would be the glue that's dragging all of this back together, including dragging us back to this place. Vacation is not a thing that we're allowed to do for too long.
You talk about horrible things. Like, how do you feel when you leave the manor?
Oh, we always get worried. There's always some kind of weird weather travesty or just anxiety about things. Nothing has truly ever gone wrong. Like, no one's ever died when we've been gone, but...
No, but our cat had gotten horribly sick maybe 3 times as we had left the house. And, even for a few days. The past few road trips that we had done, coming back, we were punished for being away by horrible weather that made no sense. It came out of nowhere.
Going wrong. And the house wants us to be here, basically.
We've lost wheels on travel trying to get out of this place, and lots of, it's the little luck was screwing us over, and the big luck was keeping us alive long enough to get back here.
Yes, but in regards to your question about the spirits connected to things, I do think that Charlie maybe weeds out the negativity, or whether he has a communication with whatever is attached to that object and says you can't be here. I kind of feel as though he is looking after us in some kind of way. It's all speculation, There's no proof of any of it, but I like to think that we have some kind of safety system in terms of that kind of thing.
That's why we're here, right? Is to try and get you guys answers.
Yeah.
Because that's the biggest key is you don't know until you have answers.
We'd like to know what we're living with.
I don't blame you. So Velda is now going to give us a tour of the house and tell us what spots might be more active and also give history about what is here. So Velda, what area of the house are we in right now?
So this is our entryway, and normally we start in our bear room, as we call it. We've got most of our taxidermied bears as well as our medical equipment. So this entire house is Mr. Arm and myself's private collection. He's been collecting odd things since he was a very small child. About 6 years old, he's finally started putting dead things in jars. He's the only child of 2 artists, so they always encouraged him to be the weird kid and to learn how to make things as well. So a lot of this is our own creation. But about 12 or 13 years ago, we said our house looks this way every single day. We may as well show it off and be a little museum and make a lot of friends in the process. So let's step in here. I'll answer any questions that you have, certainly. Is here we've got most of our medical collection, everything from embalming equipment to old-timey syringes, anal speculums, trepanation devices that drill holes into one's skull. We have some bloodletting devices. And this big thing up top is a 1920s dental x-ray. It was used through the 90s in some backwoods Beaver Falls dentist office. Inside of it is a sticker that reads, "Caution, radiation when," and the rest came off. So we don't know when, but we are never going to plug it in and try and find out. There's plenty of things in our house that are horribly dangerous. We try and be mindful of that. This fella next to me here, we call our werewolf mermaid, or merwolf. He is something that Mr. Arm and I designed ourselves, so we are not professional taxidermists by any means, but we have our fun little taxidermy date night sometimes. And the top half was our friend's pet Rottweiler that passed away of natural causes and was donated to us. The bottom half is a carp. He has fins from a mahi-mahi fish and glass eyes that would have gone into a blind person. So we get a little bit Frankenstein with it. But all of our taxidermy is real, and he and I never hunt or kill anything personally, but a lot of it is very vintage. We always say if something died in the 1940s, we are not personally responsible, but if it is sad and or kind of drunk looking, it needs a good home. And we got to put little hats and outfits on them, which is my favorite part.
So, as far as activity, how's the activity in this part of the house?
In this particular room, we haven't felt too much, but I can tell you we have the only photo of Charlie that might interest you we've ever seen. So this was from our across-the-street neighbor. This is on our wall of things people have mailed to us, children's artwork, and colonoscopy photos we get in the mail sometimes. But this is the one photo we have of Charlie. It's hard to tell. This is the very front of our house. You can see the stairs, and he is sitting at the very top of our stairs. This is from 1989. And you can see the house is a little bit different. It had awnings and things, and, we don't really know much about it. We can hardly see what he even looked like. We have no context of who he was really beyond this. But that night that we mentioned where the schizophrenic kid came over and thought he knew about our house, he tried to take this and put it in his back pocket. And I caught him, and I said, "You can't just have this." And Mr. Arm got very upset, and he took the kid's ID and let him know that he can't have our one physical connection to Charlie. But as far as activity in this house, in this room in the house, we really, don't feel too much. We did have the Ouija board in here for a while that Mr. Arm had made. We only used it one time in the parlor. It was on Devil's Night, the night before Halloween, and it was Mr. Arm, myself, and our friends that were a couple. So there's 4 of us, and during the night, we kept trying to talk to Charlie the way that we were saying before, like, he's part of us, we're respectful, we share the house, we share the space. And at one point, the Ouija board went from number 4 to number 5. He was saying there's 5 of us, I'm here too. That's what we thought.
That's interesting, for sure.
Yeah,
Wow.
It was neat. It was not conclusive, but it was very cool. And if you're ready, we can see our entryway. And we have our human reliquaries altar. We have got some parts of human beings that we are personally acquainted with. Mr. Arm's very first mustache is preserved in case his face melts off or something else terrible. We can bandage him and still glue his old mustache right back on. This is the human brain that was a wedding present from our friend who's a tattoo artist. And this was traded to our friend as payment for the tattoo. We're seriously hoping it was a medical student and not a serial killer that gave it to him. But we didn't ask questions just in case. And in the center is one of our very grandest pieces in the entire collection. We've got Olivia's singing tumor. This is from our dear friend Olivia, who is a local belly dancer. And it was a tumor on her uterus about 13 years back. So we say it's from the belly of a belly dancer. And typically hospitals are very strict when it comes to letting you keep body parts that have come out after surgery. She was very persistent, however, and she finally told the doctor, if I can't take it home in a jar, I'm just going to leave it in my body and go right home. And they were very, very worried about her, so they let her secretly have it. But she promised it to Mr. Arm and myself as long as we built a proper display. So he built this out of oak and brass, and we found a song that says, I want my mummy, which we found to be very uterus appropriate. Happily, it was a benign tumor. So our friend is healthy and great, and she likes to come visit it once in a while. We also have a miniature Mr. Arm, who, believe it or not, was a Santa Claus many years back. We ripped off Santa's old face and recorded over his talk button, where instead of singing Christmas carols, we recorded speeches about our house. And during one of our events, he got rained on outside and started singing Jingle Bells when he wasn't programmed to, in a really creepy voice. So I don't think that was haunting as much, and it was far away from home, as it was a wiring mishap. But he does freak us out once in a while. Just the idea of a weird jiggly little man in the corner. Gotta worry about him. And next we can see our parlor, which is the biggest room in the house. So this is the very first room in the house that we started decorating. The centerpiece now is very much the 6-foot-tall portrait of our beloved cat, Little Devil. And he was our baby for 13 years. He passed away a couple years back. And because he was always the baby, we said he has to be preserved and in the collection somehow. So we actually had him professionally freeze-dried, and he is in a special glass box next to our couch here. So that is his entire body. With taxidermy normally, they will remove the skin and stuff it with various materials to stuff it. But in this case, with the freeze-dry process, he's totally whole. So his bones are in there, his organs, skeleton, everything, which is what we wanted. And we bought him a special top hat in London, the same place that the Queen of England gets her hats made, because we spoil our son. And there's even a lid which opens, we can reach in and pet him. But when he was close to death, we talked to him a lot. And he was very much a little person in there. I know people get very attached to their pets and they have personalities, but he was very special in that way. So we kind of made him promise that he'd be around as well after death. And we have heard him. I think Mr. Arm has seen him more times than I have in shadows. He's black. He's very dark, and our house gets very dark. So it's easy to think that you see him, but he's definitely seen him walking through rooms. In fact, because he weighed 28 pounds at one point. He's a very big boy. We used to hear him getting into the tub when he was alive. Very specific noise of a fat cat trying to climb in the bathtub. So we started leaving a water dish offering for him at night, and we stopped hearing that after he passed. I don't know. We like to think he's around. So he's shown us in dreams and things that he's still with us. So maybe that's another, I don't know, cuter kind of haunting, if you're worried about that type. Honestly, I should talk about the bottom of the stairs. As far as places with activity, that is the most active place that Mr. Arm has felt things.
Really?
Yeah. Should we go back into the
we
hallway?
should.
I feel like I've neglected that. So here we are at the very bottom of our stairwell, and from what we've learned about Charlie, the man who lives across the street, his brother was on the hazardous materials team that found him when he passed, and they had to go through the house a whole second time to locate him because the house was so full of things. They found Charlie in our bedroom, which is up in here, and they actually dropped him, bringing him down the stairs. He was a larger man, and our staircase is pretty narrow, you know, it was built in 1910. But when Mr. Arm first moved into the house, he would as he was coming up the stairs at night, see, sort of in the back of his head, in his mind's eye, a faceless man. And that always was a disturbing thought. And after we heard from our neighbor telling us about when they found Charlie, they said he used a shotgun. The gas was turned on in the oven, which is how the neighbors found out several days later. But there was also a bag over his head. So bag over his head, shotgun, gas. And that would certainly make the face go away. So he was very disturbed to learn that after the fact. So maybe because he was dropped down the stairs and all of that, there is a reason that he would perceive this coming down. And a good friend of ours who stays over all the time told us one time that he saw a person walk into this door, and I can show you right now. This is not an extra room. It's a closet, and we keep our photography equipment and a popcorn machine. I mean, it's very much not a whole room, but our friend absolutely saw a person walk through there, and he kept asking us what this room was he'd never seen. So in terms of activity, this is really the only place I can, point to. Well, we can see a secret passageway if you would like. Mr. Arm and I, as children, were very obsessed with strange movies, and we're both only children, so we spent a lot of time searching our parents' basement with no interruption, looking for trapdoors and secret bookcases, and they never had any, so we had to make one ourselves. And this next room is our laboratoire. It is our mad scientist lab, creepy pet sanctuary, gift shop and bar, and our kitchen.
Hello.
And here's Mr. Arm.
Welcome. Welcome to our Mad Lab. This is where we do most of our experimentation, at least in the food variety. We also keep our hazardous chemicals, our micro-menagerie of strange pets. And in the center is something that was acquired from a local mental asylum. We've been told that that was a gynecological examination chair, and we think it was used for more nefarious things for the girls that couldn't get things done that needed done, sadly enough. But since our counters are covered in snakes and spiders, and now it's our kitchen island, and where we do some of our cooking and pie making.
Interesting.
Folds flat for our convenience.
Yes. There's also a drip pan with a bucket underneath and stirrups that it came with. So, not a good early life, but now it's just full of cookies and pies, normally.
For a while I was feeling things, but I think it was because I was running on a mild amount of no sleep or some other psychological issue going on.
You had a bit of night terrors for a time, but I think it was
was
more
odd.
Just our life being crazy and anxieties, more than the
I
house.
think so, yeah. I remember the one time we were sleeping and I had my arm over her and I was half asleep and I felt something brush past my hand and I pulled it back and then I felt something run past my foot. That was terrifying because I don't like nighttime things. I'm afraid of the dark. Mr. Arm is visually afraid of the dark because all these things I can bring to the light, but when it's nighttime and I can't see it, I don't know what's there.
But
It's
our
the
bedroom
worst.
is so cozy. I sleep like a drunk baby in there. There's nothing bad happening in the bedroom.
She does.
In terms of ghosts.
Yeah.
Wow, I could sleep anywhere.
But we're keeping that locked for you, for your safety.
So you said you had nightmares, correct? What were they about?
A lot of the night terrors are about sort of things around the house. So a lot of it would be what's hiding at the foot of the bed. The old-fashioned painting of the demon that's sitting on the woman's chest. Well, that was the original interpretation of night terrors. And what's the official name for that? I forget. But
the name too.
that's sort of what I was getting. And I don't know what makes that happen because nothing was different in our lives.
Just the thing with your foot out of the blankets, like, is something touching me? Is it in my head? Yeah, I don't know, that type of thing.
Yeah.
I didn't feel it was related to the history of our home, though.
No. And it's odd, too, because it was apparently told us that Charlie, that's where he did take his life, was next to her side of the bed with a shotgun, a bag over his head, the entire house filled with natural gas. And was there more to that? I think
No,
it was
just the
mostly-
3.
Yeah, but then it was finalized. And we heard that it was both possibly he took his own life or it was a hit by the Swissville Mafia.
So obviously they have spirits here. Is there anything tonight that you have questions about, that you want to know? Is there anything in particular you want us to ask?
I feel like I'd like to know if either Little Devil's still here or if Charlie's still happy with us.
I think that's exactly what I want to know.
Yeah.
I want to make sure that Charlie's okay with what we're doing and, that he's around. And, yeah, of course I want to hear from our cat.
Yeah.
That's about it. Yeah.
Okay, it is investigation time. It is time. We've waited for this for so long to finally be here at Trundle Manor to investigate. We got Colin behind camera, Bob and Nick both in a group to investigate. We got Zach and Lincoln looking at our security cameras and everything. They're going to alert us if anything goes through. And we got nothing else to do, but let's go in the dark and see if we can't find anything, boys, all right?
Sir.
Let's do this, all right.
See you guys.
Yes, sir. Alrighty, so up here, this kind of lounge room here is going to be our control room where we will be having Lincoln and Zach monitoring the security cameras that are set up all around the house. Now, how we will communicate with them if they see something on these cameras, we have these walkie-talkies. They also have them set up on the same channel. We'll be able to one-on-one communicate with them. So yeah, we're going to be catching everything tonight. We've got, obviously, security cams, another camera set up here to get their reaction, and then Bobby, me, and Bo will all be carrying around our own cameras while Colin's carrying around the main camera just to get everything. So tonight we aren't missing one piece of evidence, and it's going to be exciting.
Can I get you please?
Best of luck.
We'll see you guys later.
Hey, somebody, Bo, you dropped your phone, dog. Yes, you did. Oh, that's Colin's phone.
Oh, my bad. Thanks, bro.
Yep. All right, Lincoln.
All right.
All right, so it's time here. See you boys. Yeah.
See you later. Good luck.
Yep. All right, so Bob, where are we heading right now?
It's
Pitch black.
Walkie test. Makes sense. Be careful going on these steps here.
I know. To start off the night, we planned on having me and Colin go downstairs to try and get EVPs and to send Nick and Bobby up into the attic to try and find evidence of anything they could up there. Okay, let's go in here first, bud. Dude, it is pitch black. Okay. I'm gonna move the REM pod real quick. So we have the REM pod set up, and if you come close to it, it's gonna go nuts. So we're gonna set this up right here in the middle of the room. It's down there, and let's go ahead and just try and make contact through an EVP. All right. So I'm gonna take this off. It is pitch black.
You cannot see a thing. I am only seeing anything through the camera.
I gotta look through this. Now, while the camera is in IR mode and can see this light coming from our security cam and my handheld camera, infrared light is invisible to the human eye, making us completely blind in this room. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and do an EVP, so stand quiet, alright?
Yep.
Is there anyone here with us? Can you make your presence known? Charlie, can you come contact us? Okay. What's your name? I think we should go record this now. Okay. Is there anyone here with us? Can you make your presence known? Charlie, can you come contact us? Okay. What's your name? Nothing. Let's go ahead. Let's move back out here towards the other. It's a REM pod. What was that?
I heard like a footstep right over there.
Wow. Let's move back out here towards the other. It's a REM pod. What was that?
I heard like a footstep right over there.
Wow.
Alright, so there was a weird light. I have it on my phone. Besides Bo and Colin that Zach and I saw. And it wasn't moving with them. It looked like a reflection, but it wasn't, because it wasn't moving when they were moving. They don't have a walkie-talkie now, so we can't tell them. But we have it on camera.
That was
weird.
That is weird.
Let's go.
Anywhere, I would actually. That's weird that it happened over there.
The camera's over there.
There's no camera set up in the kitchen though.
Yes, I know. So let's go towards there. Go ahead and investigate that.
Oh god. That scared me. What? I think that's them walking around upstairs.
Or is that the REM pod?
Whoa. That's right, there was like a little beep.
Shh, shh. Here's what I'm gonna do. Set this up. I'm gonna set this up on this chair. If you come make contact with us, you'll be able to make contact us in this light. Can you come talk to us? What's your name? We don't mean you harm. We're here to just talk. Alright, let's change our course of action. Let's go back out here. Do you have the walkie-talkie?
No.
You don't?
No.
Who has it?
I think maybe Bob or Nick.
Zach told me you had it.
I don't have it.
Okay.
Back upstairs?
No.
To get the okay.
Can you do me a favor? Yeah. Not you. On the count of 3, can you make a knocking sound? Can you knock on something? 1, 2, 3. Dude, was that?
Mm-hmm. I think that was.
That was right on the. That was right on the steps where they told us. Oh my God. On the count of 3, can you make a knocking sound? Can you knock on something? 1, 2, 3. Dude, was that?
Mm-hmm. I think that was.
That was right on the. That was right on the steps where they told us. Oh my God. Oh my God. Dude.
What happened?
There's a footstep right here again. And I swear to God, all of a sudden, a huge cold breeze just went right through us like that. Oh my God. Right here, a breeze just came right through me.
Did you get that on the camcorder?
Just a breeze. It was like a change in temperature.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna throw the mail out here right now.
Good idea.
If you come, oh my God, 1.1 right here.
That's crazy.
0.7, 0.4, it's going back down. It's gone. Can you come touch this device again? It is getting ice cold right by my hand. Point 2, 0.3. Can you come touch this device? Can you come around us? We mean you no harm. Point 4. Are you standing right by us? Can you make another noise? 0.5. 0.6. 0.7. It's going back down again. Can you make a noise for us? 0.8. It's staying right at 0.8. There's something 0.9. 1.0.
Just slowly.
It's standing right next to us, whatever it is.
Yeah.
I say, let's head back up. Let's drop all the gear and just come back down here, okay?
Okay.
Just with the camera. And we'll try and get some evidence just with that.
Cool.
With all the activity dying down, we decided to go upstairs, regroup, talk to the others, and come back down and see if we couldn't get anything to make a noise again. Oh my God. Oh my God.
What's up?
Dude. Oh my God.
What?
Guys, check the camera into the where we were doing the interviews immediately now.
What'd you see?
There was something standing in the doorway.
What?
Go. You can see. There's a figure just standing right by the drapes.
Bo and Colin said they just saw a figure. We didn't catch it. That's because they turned on. We didn't catch it on our cameras.
Did you realize something though?
What?
There's a different vibe right there than in here.
It's very oppressive in here, I'm not gonna lie. Which is really weird because they said there was like nothing in here. They said it was just, and it's a hangout area.
I know. You making noise? We know you're in here with us. What is that?
What?
What is in front of me? No, like right here on the wall.
What are you talking
Like right here. Okay, nothing. It's a fish.
about? Fish with teeth?
Okay, let's head back out.
Freaky. Don't get jump scared.
Thank you. Stop this.
Very different vibe in here without the lights. It's just everything is just. Huh.
Are you rolling?
Yes. Did you hear something? I think I
Did you? It was that.
Huh. Huh.
Are you rolling?
Yes. Did you hear something? I think I
Did you? It was that. It was these.
the bear?
No, yeah.
I heard like that.
No, I heard a. It was almost like the wooden thing moving by it. It was almost like that bear moved. I'm
Really?
being dead serious. That creeped me out.
I mean, huh?
Did you get anything on the stairs over?
No, over.
Okay, well the sensor went off and we were not in front of it, so I don't know. Over. Right before Lincoln asks if I can move the REM pod, what you'll see in the next clip, a voice comes through on the walkie-talkie and asks, what does he want? That is incredible evidence through not even ghost hunting gear. This is awesome.
Hey Bo, can you move
Did
the
you-
REM pod into a chair in the first room over?
Yeah, I got you.
Did you hear that? It was like a creak.
Hey, did you guys,
It was like a creak.
there was a weird voice that literally just came through. I don't know, did you,
It was a creak. It was like a.
no, through here, I thought I heard.
No, I heard like a.
Through the radio, but was it after I was talking?
No, it was right before. Did you whisper into it? Hello?
Hey, there seems to be some sort of light anomaly at the top of the stairs. On the back, on the wall, it looked like it was.
Oh my god, as soon as you just said that, there was a creak right on the step.
Walking into
This is freaky, bro.
Okay.
Perfect, I can see it. Move real quick. Right here? Oh my... Dude, hold on. That's not us. Oh my god! Oh my god, bud.
REM pod.
I'm staring right at it, over.
Alright, we see it, over. Thank you.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and leave the area, okay?
Alright.
Dude.
Let's go back up real quick.
Okay.
I need to wear that off.
So maybe if it wasn't you guys, maybe he's following you guys, giving you a tour, maybe.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
Quit rolling.
We didn't get anything upstairs.
Gonna take the dowsing rods or something?
Yeah. We didn't even get a Mel reading up there.
Really?
Yeah.
So what'd you say thank you to?
I thought
We thought we saw something. It was just
So- whenever the tripod light came on, I couldn't see it because it was
Here's what I'm
outside.
gonna do. Okay.
I debunked it. It was the some. It looked like
a
something
light. It
tall
was
and skinny.
a reflect. Yeah.
Okay.
What was that?
Did you guys just hear that?
That was Bob talking. He said, is that you?
No.
No. That was not that.
It was a creak.
It only, yeah, a creak or like a whimper. You come talk to us?
You heard that? It was like right here. You heard that? It was like right here.
That was literally like
it's
right.
clear.
It was right
clear.
in here.
It was right in this
I
general
know.
area.
Yeah, it's extra sensitive. I mean, that's not us. Oh my god! We know you're around us. Don't be scared of us. We don't mean you any harm. Oh man.
I'm just holding down the
No, hold on. Do it again.
Alright. We're holding down the talk now. Put it next to it.
It's really close to it.
Alright. Is anything going through?
No.
That was different.
Dude, it's way different. It's going off again. Oh man. Hold it. Turn it back on. Can you turn it back on for us? What's weird is I just feel like it was uplifted.
What do you mean?
Whatever is here is gone.
You don't think there's anything here?
No, like, dude, I just got a vibe. Like, I feel like what was here is left. Like, I don't feel weird in this room anymore. Let's go ahead. Reignite.
Alright, back upstairs.
Oh my god. What? What? Something. It sounded like as soon as we passed this, it was like fingertips hit the top of it. Just go upstairs.
Wait, sir, are we all just going down like as we do? Hey, Bo,
Yeah.
you want us going down as a group?
Yeah.
Okay, here, how do we turn this off?
Just. I'll be back. Push it down, slide it down. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Every single time I've came up the steps, it feels like there's something behind me.
Me and Bob haven't
That's how
felt
I
anything
felt
up
it
there.
until I heard the goat hooves.
Me and Bob haven't felt anything upstairs though, really.
Really?
Yeah, we really.
Okay.
I don't think there's much
I
up
think
there.
there's something. I think there might be a force that's shy up there or something.
It could be. I'd
Alright,
just
let's
say
go.
leave the
So
ladies
we're all
lady.
gonna head down as a group, all the investigators. We weren't getting much upstairs, but there's a lot of activity
I've
going.
been filming this whole time.
downstairs.
Very carefully. You have to hold the handle and feel off the steps.
Yeah, hold the handle, you will not.
Yeah, it's pitch dark down here.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty envious of Lincoln and Zach's position up there on the cameras.
What do you mean by that? Like,
I mean, I wish I was just like lounging around up there
I
eating
know.
Swedish fish and drinking Monster
yeah, I don't.
instead of down here with all this,
Spooky stuff.
all these, dead animals. And
Dude,
puppets.
there's definitely. I think it feels colder down here, doesn't it?
It is probably because
Probably
the
there is a
door-
fan. Yeah.
The door, both of the doors, they're very big.
Where were you guys getting the most stuff in this room?
Yeah, in that room over there. Be careful though.
I can't see anything.
No, it's bad.
Go ahead. That light will turn
I
on.
don't want to step on anything.
Okay. We're back. We have a new crew. I don't know. We got to get you familiar with everyone. So, we got Nick and Bobby down here with us now, and we have some dowsing rods. Now, these, if you can move them for us and show us that you're here, that would be awesome. All right?
I'll call it.
Careful, you're getting close to that.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Let these sit here.
Moving on.
Okay. Thank you.
We didn't get any of that upstairs.
Where are you standing? Right by the REM pod. Can you make the REM pod go off? You go up close to it and touch it, it'll go off. Mid next. That's just the light. Okay. Alright, boys.
What's up, Bo? Yo.
Where you guys at?
Parlor.
Oh man.
You good?
Dude.
What?
Something just pushed me.
What?
Here, Bo, let me get this one.
Actually,
Dude.
Bo, when I was these two were the
Something just pushed me.
When I was over there, I felt like there was something right behind me.
It's not on me.
And it felt like it touched my back.
Dude.
Really? When
Something
you're walking down the
literally-
steps?
No. So when I was walking into the parlor here.
That just...
Literally just felt like something pushed me.
Something is in here with us. Could you please make the smell meter go up?
Oh. Dude, Bob just scared me.
Did you not know he was there?
You told me to sit in there.
Let me use your light real quick.
Yeah.
Okay, so what we're doing right now.
You guys can tell me how loud my footsteps are.
Are you doing it now?
I'm starting right now.
0.2. 1.8.
1.8. Wow, it's going.
Something just made that go off.
Point that towards the camera.
We can't hear you at all, bud. We're going to go ahead and do an SB7 spirit box session right now. So this is going to send out radio waves, and spirits are going to be able to communicate to us through that. So let's see if we can't get anything, all right?
A point that is so obvious.
Hello? This voice saying "you are right" is the only voice we capture all night on the spirit box. We decided to go ahead and meet up back at base camp. I say we go down there and we try to get him to take us on a tour.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If what they said earlier of he gives tours to the spirits and everything here, like, what if that's true and there's only one way to find out? So we're gonna have to go investigate that now.
It's like it's tour time, guys.
It's like all of a sudden the house just came alive.
I know.
What it is, man, but something's different.
You should have seen me jump whenever I heard that noise.
$8.5.
You good?
What happened?
Something right on the steps.
And at the same time, I got an 8.5.
Yeah.
Do we want to go over to the stairs?
That's weird.
I don't know why, but I personally believe that whatever's here is connected to Mr. Arm.
Yeah.
I think it's connected to both of them.
Yeah. Dude, what's happening?
I have no clue.
Dude. My eyes.
You alright?
So,
Make a noise on the count of
Dude.
3.
What?
1, 2. My recorder's off.
Wait, what?
My recorder's off.
it's off.
Bro. What?
That's the noise it made on the count of 3.
What?
That's the noise. That's how it communicated. It turned it off and then played it back.
How does that even happen? How does that even happen?
Don't explain it. It's the whole point of the show.
No, Bo, that's really weird. That's not how EVPs work.
That's not how.
Electronics work.
No,
That's
I
not
know.
how. That's not how anything works.
No.
This is weird. None of this is making sense.
I'm confused.
To my knowledge, we are the first people to stay here overnight without Mr. Arm and Velda here with us. So I think it might be afraid of us because of that. It might think we're intruders or something.
Yeah.
That's
I just don't think.
I think we need to go downstairs and establish.
announce that we're friendly. Announce that we're friends with Velda and Mr. Arm.
We need to make it known that like
Yes.
we're friends
make
of
it
them.
known.
We're
Literally, I think we should go downstairs, take the EVP.
Just tell
I
tell
think
what's
the
ever
spirit
here.
box, maybe.
Just tell whatever's
I
here.
don't think the spirit box, because the spirit box is like
Not yet. Don't use the
exactly. We don't
spirit
have
box
that
yet.
connection yet.
No.
That's true.
So I mean, let's go downstairs with the EVP and go from there.
I don't like the dark, Bob. I do not like the dark. Hey, Bob, that's like a typewriter.
Did it fall over?
Look.
It-
What is that?
What the
That's
hell?
channel. What is it looking at?
What the hell is that?
I don't know. Where's... That's in the kitchen. That's that green light in the kitchen.
No, it's not.
No?
What the hell?
Where is this?
With all the activity coming to a halt, we decided to head downstairs and try and make contact just through the EVP. Guys, I don't know what's going on. I just got from behind the camera. All of a sudden, everything's going nuts. Electronic equipment's going absolutely bonkers. I mean, I don't know what it is, but right now, I'm going to try an EVP session down here, okay?
It's probably just Bob clicking through.
Okay, so now we're going to try an EVP session and see if anything wants to communicate with us.
Dude, they got swords. Awesome.
Thomas, I just heard the TV shut off again. The TV just shut off again. Thomas, are you here? Are you messing with our electronic equipment? Who else is here other than Thomas? What was that?
What was what? I just...
Shh. Thomas, I just heard the TV shut off again. The TV just shut off again. Thomas, are you here? Are you messing with our electronic equipment? Who else is here other than Thomas? What was that? That was weird. I don't know if the camera picked that up or not, but there was like something weird right behind us.
Right when you said that. Right when you said that, the camera turned. It might be Bobby, probably Bobby. But that's a funny coincidence.
Oh my god. Guys, the temperature just got so cold and I got a 7.1.
What did you say?
The temperature, oh my god, 35.1. 150.8, 137.2. It's so cold in here.
157.
Send one of you down.
Get an EVP recording.
Does someone get down here now?
No.
40. Dude, this thing's going nuts.
Oh my god. It is ice cold.
I told you, bud.
The closer I get, the colder.
It's freezing in here. Okay. We're gonna do another EVP session. Oh my god. It's ice cold in here. Who's in here with us? You gave us really high mail readings. We know you're in here. Speak to us. Tell us something. Anything. What was that?
Did you hear that?
Oh my god. How was that running again? Who's here with us? Can you make a noise? Knock on something.
Oh, I'm hearing shuffling back there.
Yeah, I know, me too. Who's here with us? Answer. What's your name? We know Thomas is here. But who else is there? Who's attached to some of these objects in front of me? Oh my god.
Jesus.
What was that? Hearing this own voice come through and say Leo with our own ears is something that we cannot explain, and we are so happy to have caught that here on Ghost Quest. That is our best evidence to date. To be able to hear something that is not there talk is amazing. Attached to some of these objects in front of me. Oh my god.
Jesus.
What was that? Attached to some of these objects in front of me. Oh my god.
Jesus.
What was that?
It sounded like Leo or something.
Oh my... Dude, that was audible with my own ear.
I heard that. Where's the walkie-talkie, man? And this camera just shut off.
What?
This camera just shut off.
What's your name? We know Thomas is here. But who else is there? Who's attached to some of these objects in front of me? Oh my god, it said Leah.
Leah?
Yeah, it's Leah. Oh my god. That was clear as day, Leah. My god. Leah, we heard you. We appreciate you responding to us. We were even able to hear it with our own ears. Leah, what object are you attached to?
Oh, Bo.
Leah, we heard you. We appreciate you responding to us. We were even able to hear it with our own ears. Leah, what object are you attached to? Oh my god.
What'd it say?
Dude, it's a...
Bo, right after you started staring at me, it looked like something the size of a leaf flew in front of your face.
You have it on video?
I don't have a SIM card in this.
Oh, man. It might be on this. Leah, we heard you. We appreciate you responding to us. We were even able to hear it with our own ears. Leah, what object are you attached to? The wood. It says the wood. We appreciate you responding to us. We were even able to hear it with our own ears. Leah, what object are you attached to? front of me.
A wood chair.
Oh my god. The camera's set up on right now is an old wooden chair.
Bro, that's weird. The melt just changed units all by itself. That's weird.
Dude, that's 2 times in a row. Straight EVPs.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get the hell out
I
of
felt
here.
something behind me. I have chills. It's 2.4. I have chills.
Yeah, we have something. Alright, let's pack this stuff up and get the hell out of here, alright?
27.1. 27.1.
Yeah.
1.9. Let's go.
It's time
We
to
gotta get the
out of
hell out of here.
It's time to leave, but yeah, it made ourselves known.
Let's go. Holy I am ice cold right now.
Trundle Manor has given us a new look upon the power of the supernatural, creating a new vivid image of what fear really is in our minds. The evidence we caught documents the hauntings going on at the manor from the objects that reside there. What other spirits will linger? Only time will tell. In the end, we are left with the curiosity of what we came into contact with. Was it good, or does it have a darker side?